Okay, Scorpio, your message, I love it. It's intense, it's powerful, it's transformative. So let's get into this. Your current desires, we have the Page of Swords. And this is a strong air energy. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you might be dealing with an air sign. For others of you though, this is just you, Scorpio. Here you are the watchman. Okay. You have your eye on someone. You have your eye on something. It could be a person. I mean, look at this, the intent here. I'm going to catch this person. I'm going to understand what makes them tick. This is the energy of someone that is really has their eyes wide open. I also feel, Scorpio, that you're thinking pretty clearly. Okay. You're really seeing things as they are, or that you desire to. This is also the energy of taking everything in that's in your environment. Like your senses are really heightened right now. The smells, the sounds, the intuition, like you are feeling everything. Okay. You're taking all this information in and you're not saying a word yet. You're not speaking about it yet because you have to understand everything. You're gaining your knowledge. You're gaining your information. There have been secrets that you've been trying to uncover. There have been questions that you are trying to get answered. This is a very secretive energy. So Scorpio, you've got a lot going on. Okay. You might be trying to sniff someone or something out because this card can, because it's a page, it can bring information. It can bring situations to you. And you're trying to understand it. Is there deceit here? Is there gossip? Are these rumors true? Is there trouble? But you're definitely using your logic. And Scorpio, you have the ability to sniff this stuff out. Okay. You are looking for news in some way, shape, or form. And this can talk about that the news may not come as quickly as you would like or as has hoped, but you're willing to be patient. For others of you, it may not be the news that you want. But you're learning about a person, you're learning about a situation, and you will uncover the truth. You're determined to do so. So what you're valuing and identifying with, I mean, here we go. We have the moon, strong water energy, Pisces, but it's a water sign. Scorpio, you have a lot going on. Okay. You know that things are happening and you're just not sure what is true, what is an illusion. This is the card all about illusions, things appearing as not as they truly are, and you're trying to understand it. This also has to do with your subconscious mind. There are powers within you that you don't even fully understand, and you're trying to understand it. This also can be the card of of deceptions. Is this person or situation, are they real? Are they playing the situation? Is it a deception? I do feel that some of you are having serious doubts, or you're just feeling uncertain. You feel like you feel like your gut and your instinct is right on, but are you sure? This is a card of highly charged emotions, and it could just be, Scorpio, because it's the new year, you're determined to make changes. You have to remember you're the sign of transformation. And I know that probably sometimes these messages get old, like, why does Scorpio always have to go through all this intense stuff? It's because you're the sign of transformation and you're a healer, and healers have to heal themselves first. You have to go through all this intense stuff because you gain knowledge, you gain wisdom, you gain insight so that you can help and have compassion on other people. So the main message with this card is, don't jump to conclusions. Your intuition is very strong right now. You are right on about a lot of things, but I just feel that things aren't totally clear. Okay. It's nighttime here. There's shadows, there's a face here of a mother or a female. So a female or a mother could be having an impact on your life or what's going on. But there's shadows that the moon creates, and you don't know if it's real or if it's an illusion. And the thing is this is very vivid. I mean, it's easy just to say, this isn't real, but it feels really real. So just remember that things may not be as they seem, and you need to take your time, let things reveal themselves for what they really are, and do not act in haste, because the situation will reveal itself in due time. Okay, Scorpio, possible distraction, illusion, or doubt. We've got someone that is still lurking. Another water sign, 6 of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This just tells me that emotionally someone or something from your past is still resurfacing for you, is still coming back. And you might even have had this card last month. I mean, it's crazy because no one else has drawn this card yet. The past and your emotions are still having to be dealt with. There could be someone from the past that continues to resurface for you. What are the lessons? What is this trying to teach me? Something that affected you very deeply and very emotionally. Whatever this thing is, whether it's a person or situation, it may not be necessarily meant to be in your life, but it's trying to teach you a lesson. If someone or something keeps coming up, there's a reason for it. So try to kind of stand back in a detached way and try to understand what is the wisdom that I can gain from a situation. Like if it's difficult and challenging and it's just really highly emotionally charged, try to kind of like analytically step back and say, okay, objectively, what are the messages that I'm getting? You know, start listening to the wisdom it has to tell you. Because with this card, there's a temptation to be overcome by it. There's a temptation to want to give into weakness and to want to feel overwhelmed by it, or to feel like, oh my gosh, there's just so many obstacles. It can want to pull you back, too far back. And that's really not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to help you and to help you to correct past errors. So, you know, the challenge here is going to be not to be overcome by whatever this is, and to stay balanced, to allow yourself to deal with these emotions and the situation, but to also learn from it and to not be pulled back into old past patterns or habits. Okay, Scorpio, let's look at the strategies to be made and your plans to be made. So we have the 2 of Swords. So Scorpio, you're a force to be reckoned with, okay? And because of your power, because of your intensity, there's battles. I mean, this is a card of a battle. Look at the two interlocked hands and arms. You're at a crossroads. I mean, it's a cross. And both directions are equally as challenging or equally as convincing. And you are really trying to figure this out. Another air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but this could just be your thought process. This could just be, you know, part of me wants to go this way and part of me wants to go that way. And honestly, they're both equally as strong. You're going to have to be working on decisions this month, Scorpio. There's really no other way around it. It is what it is. And I do just feel that some of you here are stuck in a stalemate situation. You might feel like you just don't know what to do. It can be the card of indecision or inner confusion. Which direction do I go? And so the recommendation here is maybe try something totally different. Try something outside of the box. Try a new approach. Something, you know, if we keep the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you're not getting the results that you want, try something new, try something different. It maybe will just give you a different perspective. You might have to get creative here, but you're definitely making choices, making decisions, thinking about relationships, thinking about, you know, and I do feel that there's kind of like there's a power struggle, whether this is at work and family, your own inner, you know, struggle going on, but you're battling, Scorpio. You're definitely doing some battling. And I mean, oh my gosh, you're reading so powerful. We have, as far as the attitude to have towards yourself and others, another 2. So we have the 2 of Swords and now we have the 2 of Wands. Decisions, 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 choices, choices, choices. Fire energy now. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And this is a card of restlessness. I mean, there is a little bit of darkness in this card in the sense that you're facing your demons, or Scorpio, you're aware of your demons. You're aware that, you know, yes, you're moving forward, but there's a temptation here. There's something that wants to pull you back. There's a darkness there that's like, hello, you know, like, do you want to come play? And you're like, no. I feel that some of you, you know, there's a reason not to change, because when you change, you have to deal with stuff. You have to face stuff. You have to go to kind of these deep, dark places in ourselves that's painful. And you have intense emotions, Scorpio, and that can be scary. So it's like, do I really want to go there? But you do. This is the card of saying, like, if you want to obtain what you truly, truly want, you have to face this stuff. You have to face radical change and you have to stop hesitating. For some of you here, there's possible sadness and even regrets that are still looming, that are still on the horizon, that still haven't been dealt with. And it's going to take a required amount of effort to get your dream actualized, to get past this thing, whatever this is for you. It's going to take energy. Fire is action. It's like sustained, intense, powerful energy. And the other thing is that for some of you here, you realize you need to make a change and you need to make it done soon. Like sooner is better than later with this energy. It's like you have to make a decision here. You're realizing that. And there's a lot of potential here, Scorpio. Like there's huge potential here for transformation. And you know that you're powerful. It's all about your will and your decision. And you know that, when you have your mind set on something, no one can change it. So until you're ready to make that change, it's not going to happen. But when you do make that change, like miracles are possible. So I feel that this change is on this horizon, but something is still holding you back, or you're kind of battling which way to go. But I have good news for you, because by the end of the month, it's like there's like such a battle going on here. But by the end of the month, look what we have. I mean, Scorpio, this is what you're about. Reinvention, renewal, regeneration. We have the Ace of Wands. You're going to recreate yourself. That's what this is all about. You're in this process of regenerating, survival, coming back stronger, more forceful, more powerful. We have the light of dawn. We have the new beginning. This, as intense as this is, it's kind of like creating a freshness and a newness in you. And I feel that you're going to have such clarity and power, Scorpio. You're going to have power by the end of the month. This is a lucky card. This is about you being successful in whatever you choose to do, and that your desires will be successful. So whatever you end up on, whatever you choose to let go of and move forward, or to take with you, it's going to bring you new opportunities. And I feel that by the end of the month, you're going to have a new sense of anticipation, a new sense of excitement. You're going to be feeling more creative, enthusiastic, and you're going to have a newfound sense of strength and power. So anything that you set your mind to, you can be successful. But there's still something here that you are deliberating on. There's still something here that you're fighting through. But just know that there's a beautiful outcome for you. So know that all is well and as it should be, and that, like God is with you.